Hi, this is Joel Johnson with Better Money, Rhode Island. Let me ask you a question. What if you could have a pre-retirement checklist, that would give you items to check off to make sure you're prepared for retirement? I was recently on an airplane and I could see into the cockpit as we were getting ready to take off. And I actually saw the pilot working down a checklist. Now, it was on a little tablet, and then he also consulted what looked like an iPad to go through some things. But I saw him looking at this checklist and flipping buttons and turning knobs. And even though that pilot, my guess would be, has driven that plane or flown that plane hundreds and hundreds of times, he still goes through the checklist. So what would be things on our pre-retirement checklist? Well, I want you to stagger it by time. Think of little time frames to do certain things. So 5 years before retirement, you probably ought to lock in that retirement date. Again, you can always modify it as you get close to it, but 5 years, I want you to get into the mentality of saying, this is the date I'm going to retire, and begin to figure out exactly what you need to live for the rest of your life so that you can do a check on what your savings are. Do you have enough saved? What rate of return do you need to have? What rate of return do you need on your money to make sure your money lasts as long as you do? Also, 5 years ahead of time, you want to begin shifting your investment focus to a little bit of a preservation of principal focus versus just 100% growth. Now, I don't mean bury your head in the sand and go all to bonds or fixed income accounts or annuities or anything like that. What I mean is begin to create a balance, because one of the worst things that can happen is the market goes down and you become incredibly fearful and do the wrong thing at the wrong time. So that's 5 years ahead of time. 3 years ahead of time, you're getting much closer to the goal. Now you want to look at, what are my health insurance benefits going to look like? Do I need to buy supplemental health insurance? Am I going to be 65 or not? If you're not going to be 65, you might need to get something to carry you till 65 when you can tap in to Medicare. And then that 1 year ahead of retirement, redo your income analysis. Know exactly what you need with income. Know that you're going to have enough so that you don't have to make adjustments after the fact. And I want you to get a copy of, again, my pre-retirement checklist. Go to BetterMoneyRhode You're going to love this checklist. It'll help you get in the right frame of mind to have a fantastic retirement goal.